This is Milo Stanfield, a man diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder who is closely watching a woman inside a nearby flower shop. As he observes his surroundings, he also engages in complex calculations, analyzing the timing of various events happening around him. Among the details he notes are an approaching passenger bus, a pothole, a street performer, a speeding cyclist. After processing these observations, Milo crosses the street and deliberately places a pen on top of a mailbox situated near the pothole. Shortly after, a taxi drives over the pothole, splashing water onto the pen. The falling pen catches the attention of the street performer, who moves forward to pick it up. At the same time, the speeding cyclist collides with the performer, sending him crashing into the mailbox and ultimately knocking over a nearby fruit stand. The sudden commotion diverts the attention of passers-by, including the bus driver. As a result, the driver unintentionally runs over the woman crossing the street, killing her instantly. The narrative then shifts to FBI Special Agent Olivia Dunham, a member of the Fringe division under Homeland Security, which investigates paranormal occurrences. Olivia appears to be returning to duty after an extended leave due to a head injury. As she enters the Fringe headquarters, she is welcomed by her colleague, Charlie, who leads the team. Meanwhile, the head of the agency, Walter Nate Bishop, is seen conversing with one of the lab assistants, Philip Broyles, about Olivia's return. Philip expresses concerns, revealing that the woman inside the office is not the real Olivia, but rather her doppelganger, Foxlivia. Walter Nate explains his reasoning for keeping Foxlivia in this universe and implanting the real Olivia's memories into her. He believes she is the only person capable of traveling between parallel universes unharmed, and he is determined to understand how. To achieve this, he insists they must make her fully believe that she belongs in this world. Philip questions what would happen if Foxlivia's new identity fails to hold, to which Walter Nate coldly responds that, in such a case, she will no longer be needed. Meanwhile, Charlie briefs the team about a seemingly random bus accident, the second of its kind that week with a fatal outcome in each case. He warns his team to stay vigilant before heading to the scene for an investigation. Upon arrival, the FBI team splits up to search for potential leads. The investigation is led by another agent, Lincoln Lee, who has noticeable burn scars on his face. Charlie examines the victim's body, retrieves her fingerprints, and identifies her as Julian Foster. Olivia, on the other hand, questions the bus driver, who appears visibly shaken by the incident, claiming he has never hit anything before, not even an animal. Meanwhile, Agent Lee examines the environment for any irregularities but finds nothing significant. However, he does come across the same type of ballpoint pen at the scene. After gathering eyewitness accounts, Olivia informs Lee that a street performer had bent down to pick up a pen when he was hit by a cyclist, leading to the fruit stand crash. Hearing this, Lee speculates that the pen was the catalyst that set off the chain of events leading to the victim's death. The following day, while reviewing the previous accident cases at Fringe headquarters, Agent Lee notices the same ballpoint pen in a photograph from the first incident. This strengthens his suspicion that the sequence of events was not a coincidence, but rather a carefully calculated plan. Seeking clarity, he and Charlie approach Astrid, a mathematician working for the Fringe division, and explain their findings. Astrid, however, argues that no ordinary human could predict and manipulate such a series of events twice in a row. As they debate, another similar bus accident occurs. The FBI team rushes to the new crash site, where they find that, this time, the victims have survived. Olivia then notices a ballpoint pen rolling on the pavement, leading her to suspect the chain of events is not yet complete. She quickly scans her surroundings and spots Milo watching from an overhead bridge. Moments later, a man wearing earbuds steps forward to cross the street, only to be struck by an oncoming ambulance. With their suspicions confirmed, Olivia signals her team and races toward Milo. Sensing the pursuit, he rapidly calculates a new sequence of events and throws a bicycle off the bridge, forcing a bus to change course and pass directly beneath him. Olivia pulls her gun and orders him to surrender, but Milo leaps onto the bus's roof and escapes. Later, Milo returns home, where his sister, Madeline, anxiously confronts him. She tells him the hospital has been trying to reach him, but he ignores her concerns. Desperate to make him stop, feeling frustrated, Madeline shows him a small plastic horse, a sentimental keepsake from their mother. This unsettles Milo, but he dismisses it as irrelevant and walks away. Meanwhile, Agent Lee undergoes his routine medical checkup at the hospital before heading back to headquarters, where Olivia continues investigating the connections between the 3 bus accident victims. Upon further examination, she discovers all 3 individuals had ties to the same medical facility. She informs Charlie, and together they head to the center for answers. Upon arrival, Olivia notices that several patients struggle with digital devices and instead rely on traditional ballpoint pens. They meet with Dr. Levin, the chief physician, who recognizes all 3 accident victims and provides background information on them. He explains that the facility has been conducting experimental treatments to enhance the intelligence of mentally impaired patients. During their discussion, Olivia spots Milo in the footage of the test subjects. Dr. Levin explains that Milo had undergone the same intelligence-boosting procedure, resulting in a dramatic increase in his IQ. He was supposed to return for treatment reversal, but had gone off the radar and was now eliminating anyone who attempted to control him. Realizing Madeline might be their best lead, Olivia and Charlie visit her home. However, unbeknownst to them, Milo is already monitoring Olivia's movements, predicting her every step. Upon their arrival, Madeline initially claims she doesn't know where her brother is. Sensing her hesitation, Olivia shares a personal story about losing her own sister, hoping to build trust. Moved by Olivia's sincerity, Madeline reveals that Milo's intelligence allows him to predict outcomes with uncanny precision, and that only one thing can break his concentration, the toy horse, from their childhood. Eventually, she hands Olivia a note disclosing Milo's current location. After discussing their next steps, the agents realize that any traditional plan to capture Milo would fail because he can anticipate their moves. Left with no better option, they decide to confront him directly at his hotel. Inside his hotel room, Milo watches from the window, running simulations in his mind. He predicts Olivia and Charlie's arrival and calculates that he can lure Olivia into a thin air zone at a construction site, where she will suffocate or be crushed by falling bricks. However, when the chase begins, Olivia unknowingly disrupts his calculations by running through the danger zone without pausing for a respirator. Her unexpected actions throw off his entire plan, allowing her to capture him. In the aftermath, Olivia brings Madeline to visit Milo, now confined to a hospital, where his mind operates at such an advanced level that only machines can understand him. Heartbroken, Madeline leaves the toy horse with him before walking away. Later that evening, Olivia experiences a vision of Peter, her boyfriend from another universe. He warns her that she does not belong in this reality and reminds her that her survival earlier was due to her lack of knowledge about this world.